Well, the football bye week is in the rear view, and we are back here on a Friday for yet another edition of No Wrong Answers as we get you ready for Syracuse and Pittsburgh Saturday night at 7:30 in the Dome. Well, we've talked about it all week long. We know the series history between the Orange and the Panthers goes back eons. They've played every year since 1955. Recently, though, all Panthers in this series. They've won 19 of the last 23, including last year's, I don't know how many adjectives I need here, calamitous disaster, utter terror, just devastating loss for the Orange in Pittsburgh last year. Inexplicable. So inexplicable, it actually didn't affect the rest of the year. Kyle McCord had the worst game of his life. I doubt he could have imagined a game that bad, with 5 interceptions, 3 of them pick sixes. Things like that just don't happen. I'm not too worried about something similar happening today, even without McCord and with Ricky Collins, because it can't, right? It can't. Let's just all agree that it can't happen again because that was impossible. All right, so where are we at? The Orange are 3-3. Pitt, they've gone with their freshman quarterback in Heichel. They're now 4-2. They've won 2 games nicely in a row, including on the road in Tallahassee last week, and absolutely just blew out Boston College the week before. So we look at what these teams are bringing into the game, and it's an interesting battle with Mason Heinzel, the true freshman at quarterback, taking over for an SEC to ACC transfer quarterback. Syracuse has its SEC to ACC transfer quarterback in Ricky Collins, and then Luke Carney, the true freshman who's played a ton in high school, waiting on the bench. Fran has made it quite clear. Ricky Collins is the quarterback. No wrong answers for Syracuse and Pittsburgh Saturday night in the Dome. Let's examine the quarterbacks. Let's add up touchdowns run for, touchdowns thrown for, interceptions thrown in the game on Saturday. I think Collins and Heinzel both are going to have 4, which is going to be better for one than the other. I've got Ricky, who threw 3 last time out and easily could have tossed 7 where some of those balls went. I think he'll clean it up slightly after the bye week to work with the wideouts. 2 picks, 2 touchdown passes for Collins in the game. Heinzel, a clean game. He will throw for 2. He will run for 2 in the game because, he's a bit of a bulldozer when he gets going straight up the middle against the soft underside of the Syracuse defense. Playmakers in the game. Des Reed, technically Pitt's running back, but he can split out and catch the ball. He had 150 receiving yards in Tallahassee last week and 2 receiving touchdowns. Again, he's the running back. I don't know if it's going to be by land or by air, but Reed's going to have himself a game. 150 plus all-purpose yards, and he will find the end zone at least once, if not twice more, in the Dome on Saturday. Darrell Gill for the Orange. Ever since the Angeli injury, and man, he'd been good early, man, he was good late year. He's gone quiet here the last few weeks, as have many in this offense the last couple weeks, because there's been nothing much to write home about. I think during this off week, Ricky Collins and his wideouts have spent a lot of time together. Gotten to know each other. Jonte Cook was getting a lot of looks from Ricky. I think in this off week, Darrell Gill was like, yo, hey ho, over here. I think Darrell Gill has himself an okay day. Back to the guy we saw early, maybe not quite as dominant, but finds himself in the end zone once again. All told, when you add it all together here as we look at no wrong answers this week, there's a lot going against the Orange, unfortunately, and some going for them. Saturday night in the Dome, good. The opponent, Pittsburgh, in the last 2 decades, not as good. Bad, in fact. Syracuse only has 4 wins against the Panthers going back nearly 25 years at this point. Syracuse's defense, soft. The injury report, a little sketchier than you'd like for Syracuse coming out of the bye week here. We don't really know about a lot of the spots on that. I think Pittsburgh up front will be too much, and I think Pitt's young quarterback, the freshman Heinzel, will outplay Syracuse's older but young and experienced quarterback in Ricky Collins. It's not going to be as recklessly out of hand as last year in Pittsburgh or the last 2 Syracuse games, but no wrong answers. Final score Saturday in the Dome. Pittsburgh 38 and the Orange 24. You know the deal. After the game, we'll be live with you right here on YouTube. Brian Higgins 315 is the place. You're here right now. So you're here. Just click the subscribe button. Just clickety-clack it. Give it one click. 2 will turn it back off. So 1's a good amount. Click turn on notifications. Make sure they're on your phone. Set the setting to 12. Crank it all the way up so it wakes you out of a deep slumber when we're going for postgame, maybe around 11 o'clock on Saturday. You'll be here. I'll be here. We'll get your calls on the air. We will hear live from Fran Brown after the game. We'll have the whole chat going on YouTube and much more. Get a 7:30 kickoff in the Dome on Saturday. I'll be with you after the game. All right, everybody. Talk tomorrow night.